Whew. Guys, it's been quite a week for the WWE. Of course, I probably could have said this about an hour ago when I first started doing my first of three live reviews for this trifecta of Wednesday nights, as seemed to be for my channel. But yeah, I'll say it once again. It's been quite a week for WWE, especially with the turn of events that happened at the end of Raw, well, at the beginning and end of Raw, and what happened on this week's episode of NXT. But what are my honest thoughts about it? I'll give you towards the end, which is going to explain why I am delaying a possible turn alert. So we'll have to kind of wait and see where things go. Tonight something happened, a turn happened. I'm sure some of you may have read in the spoilers, or something happened that could be a possible big ass heel turn. And I'll talk about it towards the end. And I had my suspicions that this person may have been the one involved, but I have my doubts that this could have been a heel turn. But it still may very well be a heel turn, but I'm not sure. So I need to wait and see some other stuff first before I consider this a heel turn. But guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man, 1993 coming at you. And this is the third of my trifecta tonight, as we are now going to talk about NXT. October 24th, 2018, this is NXT. We're now 4 weeks away from NXT TakeOver War Games 2, which I got to do my Bridget card. I'm going to maybe try to start tonight, and I'll try to finish it tomorrow. But this is also kind of the go home for Evolution, since we are having an NXT Women's Championship match at Evolution, which once again, Vince McMahon, keep your paws off of that match. Keep your paws off the NXT Women's Championship match and the Mae Young Classic Finals, which, no spoilers, I still have to see who won tonight's semifinals. But that's what this next episode of NXT was kind of about. And overall, it's mainly just, giving some, guys on the lower card for the most part, the spotlight for tonight. We saw the debut of Mia Yim. We had a solid match between Adam Cole and EC3. We also had, Mia Yim make her NXT debut. And we also had Cassius Ohno getting another match as far as making a statement about how he wants to be taken more seriously and get more opportunities here in NXT. Pretty much what we got tonight for episode of NXT. So not an A-worthy match in general, but very close, I say, to an A-worthy show, in my honest opinion. But the show started off with Regal and a security team outside of Full Sail. He's the man that Aleister Black sees William Regal as soon as he arrives. And it was pretty much rolled there tonight. We were most likely going to find out who the mystery attacker on Aleister Black back in August was tonight. It seemed pretty obvious that was going to happen after what happened at the end of last week's show, with Aleister Black making his return and Nikki Cross whispering something in his ear. We have Vic Joseph singing for Mauro Ranallo, who was not able to make it to these tapings, so he will be back at War Games 2. And then we have Undisputed Era come out. All four men are here since Bobby Fish has now been able to return to full in-ring action, which I'm glad to see him come back and see what he can do in the ring. Adam Cole is the only one who's in ring gear. He gets on the microphone, tells us that just in case they've been living under a rock, Bobby Fish is back, and the Undisputed Era is at 100%, even though they were before, so because they had Roderick Strong pretty much replace Bobby Fish. Consider this a warning, and if you don't believe that, ask the War Raiders. If anyone wants to get in their way, they won't be in their way for long. He tells the fans they're not NXT. The Era is NXT. That brings him to Ricochet, a man who has his property. He points out that in the triple threat match for a North American title, Ricochet pinned Pete Dunne, not him. And because of that, he wants his one-on-one rematch. EC3's music hits. He gets on the mic. He's here to impart some knowledge on Cole that his three yes men won't tell him. Adam doesn't deserve a rematch. Their war of words ends with Adam Cole tells him to get a referee, and EC3 calls for a referee, and they have a match. EC3 and Adam Cole, which I think is was a little treat to have. I wasn't expecting to have this match quite yet, but I'm like, okay, cool, let's go for it. The match takes place. EC3 did take control. There wasn't really too much outside interference though from the Undisputed Era. Surprisingly, I thought we were gonna get a little bit more than what we got. EC3 did have the upper hand on Cole, but then Cole started coming back. There was some distractions getting from outside the ring, but not as much as I thought, especially since there's four of them now for the Undisputed Era. Cole hit a super kick. EC3 to recover quickly, hit a clothesline. Cole did line up for the last shot, and then EC3 avoids the last shot, and he ducks under and he grabs him, does a roll pinfall to get the victory over Adam Cole. So EC3 gets a good win for him because he's kind of got knocked back a little bit. I mean, I know I predicted him to lose at TakeOver Brooklyn 4 to Velveteen Dream, who I felt needed to win more at the time. He kind of felt a little bit, he put over Lars Sullivan recently, who was out for a little bit because of the shattered jaw and whatnot he had. So I feel like he's kind of starting to get EC3 going again. And this might have set up a future feud with him as afterwards, the Undisputed Era take out EC3. Total elimination, or they call it that high-low attack by Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly. Cole punches him on the stage. Then the champions hold EC3 up so he can hit the last shot to the back of the former of EC3's head. They brag about NXT being theirs, and before they leave, Bobby Fish then grabs a steel chair and blasts EC3's knee with it in a move that shocks his stablemates pretty much, and just shows like, hey, I'm back and making a statement. So maybe this is them writing EC3 off for the time being. Until maybe after War Games, and I'm thinking maybe this might set up for a match for a feud with EC3 and Adam Cole after War Games. Possibly could help get EC3 getting his momentum going again, because I don't know, I felt like they should have kept him going as a heel. They kind of he was more sort of a heel when he first came in, but then he just randomly made him a babyface after his match with Johnny Gargano. Which I don't know, I feel even though EC3 is really over, I feel like he's more suited for a heel role. So I kind of hope they do eventually to take him back to that role, in my opinion. I feel like he's not terrible as a face, but something's missing, I feel, from him as a baby face right now. So hopefully this feud with Adam Cole, again, he'll be the baby face, could help him as, I hope we get the feud between them whenever he comes back. We then get a hype video for Mia Yim. As she's going to be making her NXT debut here in a second, but then we have Nikki Cross running up to security guards backstage, just laughing at each of them, telling them he's coming, which again, I've just loved Nikki Cross the way, again, she's been playing this in this role of keep saying like she knows something and just being her psycho crazy self about how she knows who attacked Aleister Black and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, now I'm saying he's coming. So like, what's going to happen after it's revealed? Hopefully she'll be involved with something, but we'll get to that, of course, later on in this review. We have Mia Yim taking on one of my underdog favorites, Aaliyah, who's always looking great as usual. And again, I know I keep saying, and a lot of people keep telling me, you're asking for too much because, Aaliyah is supposed to be someone there to, put on quality matches, but, take the pin. But I do see that they've been turning her heel lately, and they have, revamped her Titantron entrance a little bit. I feel like she's starting to get somewhere. She's not putting on complete, squash matches, but she is starting to put on some more solid matches. I thought this match with Mia Yim was pretty solid. Also, of course, put over Mia Yim. Of course, Mia gets the win, as she probably wouldn't lose in her debut. But, I feel like, things are starting to come for Aaliyah now. Get her being treated a little bit more seriously as well. Again, I know she's for a couple years been like the talent to more so just put over others, but again, she's got some to her. I'm not saying throw her into the title picture right away, but Shira is a little more serious of a competitor than just someone who's just going to take the pinfall all the time. But Mia Yim gets the win here. But again, I am then liking what I've been seeing out of Aaliyah since she became more so of a heel back in August. Then we see a hallway scene. Bianca Belair demeaning a title shot from Mr. Regal because she is undefeated, which again she deserves. It's very soon. And then Kathy Kelly tries to get answers from the GM about if he knows what name Nikki Cross gave Aleister Black. He does not. But then Undisputed Era roll up, and of course we heard Adam Cole say Regal, like, well, not as funny as Samoa Joe going Regal with his eyes bulging out of his head, of course. Boy, I miss those days. I hope Joe's okay, by the way, since we haven't seen him for a while. He demands that he gets things under control. Seeing how EC3 ruined their segment, Regal tells them they're the ones who are out of control. Bobby Fish is shocked that GM blames him for ruining last week's main event or last week's match. And he's even more shocked when he learns he and Cole will face Hanson and Rowe next week. So we're getting the Undisputed Era's Adam Cole and Bobby Fish taking on the War Raiders next week. So it's not a title match, since it's not the true tag team champions. You know, the Undisputed Era are really playing by the Freebird role anyway. But as we got for next week, and then of course, as necessary, as I keep saying this week, we get a video package. Addressing the situation with Roman Reigns having his leukemia and whatnot. I already talked about that though a couple times, but I just honoring the fact that they mentioned on NXT. We get a video package for Lacey Evans, highlight video, a little bit more for real bio, and a lot of her character stuff. So I keep saying, I'm like, okay, not a bad video package. Again, I'm still looking for something a little bit more out of Lacey Evans. So again, she's not a terrible talent. She did well in the Mae Young Classic last year. She's developing this character. Her in-ring skills, though, is still growing on me a little bit. I'm still trying to figure her out inside the ring. I know that one time that she came out wearing all black, and I gotta give her credit that night. She kind of shot up my scale a little bit, but didn't quite make a certain scale. But I will we'll probably talk about that tomorrow, though. Wink, wink for my bonus topic for tomorrow's special live stream, of course. Then we see Tommaso Ciampa pacing around in an empty trailer, doing what I was mocking him, what he usually does whenever he feels like his title's in danger. I did it in my Tommaso Ciampa music video that I uploaded earlier this week. He was just going, hugging his title. I just love that, Tommaso Ciampa is an ultimate badass, but he's always hugging his title like he's terrified someone's going to take it off. And this way he does it, stuffs it right in his it just cracks me up how he does it. He even did it later on tonight. They hype up the Mae Young Classic semifinals, and then we get a video package for Sunday's NXT title match at Evolution between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler, going over their history and whatnot, of how this is probably the last match of the feud. As again, I see Kairi Sane winning the match, and again, I think, even though I'm not sure if the winner of the Mae Young Classic will get an NXT Women's Championship shot yet or not, which could be Io Shirai, Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley, or Meiko Satomura, which all those would probably be pretty good matches for Kairi Sane. But we'll have to wait and see if that is the case or not. I still think that Bianca Belair is getting the next Women's Championship shot. That she's definitely the most ready out of all of them. But we get that video package. Then we have Cassius Ohno taking on Justin Xavier. Xavier got some offense, but Ohno just destroyed him pretty much. And, he's continuing just to be frustrated. And he's looking for that. I mean, I can't say he's a full-on heel yet, but he's basically shown, acting like a heel. But he's not attacking people and, sitting around. I'm sure the moment he snaps, he's going to become the official heel whatnot. Even though I think, personally, if that's the case, then can a storyline have a feud with Keith Lee? I'm saying, I think that the both of them, would be bigger men, would put on a great match together. I feel maybe a match to kick off War Games 2, maybe, in my opinion. But that happens there. We see Nikki Cross coming out though, laughing at Cassius Ohno, telling him he's coming, which, is kind of leading the fact that is Cassius Ohno a suspect in this Aleister Black case, which, with the way his recent actions, I can kind of see it happening. I could have seen it happening some ways. We didn't get a teaser, as Matt Riddle's apparently going to be making his NXT debut next week. And then we get Rio coming to the ring. He says there's only 4 weeks till TakeOver. It's time to announce who will compete for the NXT Championship. And then out once again to that sick, badass theme music. No one will survive. Tommaso Ciampa coming out just clutch to the title, hugging it so close to him, because he doesn't want anyone to take it because he is the greatest sports entertainer of all time. He gets in the ring, and says, with all due respect, wipe the smug look off your face. And boy, don't you look at the champ's title. You came out here to make an announcement. Do it. But before Real can respond, Velveteen Dream comes out. And Dream, once the phone's held and the press is stopped, because the headliner is here. The people want an experience, a takeover, but it's not about the people. It's about the Dream. And Velveteen Dream wants William Regal to say my name. Say my name. But then all of a sudden, Lars Sullivan's music hits. He comes out. He says this isn't up for debate because they're standing in Lars Sullivan's territory, and he's NXT's nightmare, and the championship belongs to him. Like, Tommaso Ciampa's in the ring, it's like, no. Velveteen Dream then says he understands Sullivan's point. But he had my line of night. He says, but when you address the Dream, you're going to need to wear some pants. As the crowd could pop from this. And then Lars just snapped, though, and he grabbed on the Velveteen Dream. We have Tommaso to stand there, but then out comes Nikki Cross running through the crowd, yelling that he's coming. And Tommaso Ciampa gets out of the ring. I don't know what happened to Velveteen Dream. He must have gotten out of the ring too, because Lars Sullivan stuck around, because we see backstage Aleister Black kicking down all the security trying to get to the building, pretty much just storming, as he knows the name thanks to Nikki Cross of who apparently attacked him. He smashes the doors open. I don't know if he kicked the cameraman down or something, because there was a second of green on the screen, or if it was just a technical issue. But he storms to the ring. He hits a black mass on Lars Sullivan. Of course, this could have recracked his jaw. Who knows? And then Aleister marches right up to William Regal, grabs him, demanding him to know where is he. And I'm waiting for her to hear the name. I'm like, is this going to happen? Are we going to hear the name? Is it going to be official? And Regal's screaming, I don't know. But then the look on Regal's face changed. It's kind of like, it was kind of like he was saying, there he is. And Aleister Black eats a super kick, gets knocked down by Johnny Gargano. Mr. Johnny Wrestling himself super kicks him wearing a black hoodie, stares him down, grabs the microphone, and all he says is, before he drops the microphone, all he says is, I'm right here. Pretty much solidifying, claiming him to be the one to attack him 2 months ago, as some people did predict. And we went off the air just like that. We get a backstage segment, though, of course, upload to YouTube, of them trying to ask Johnny Gargano, like, why, can you explain your actions? He doesn't say anything and walks off. Now, here's the thing. What do I feel about this? And why am I not going to consider this a heel turn yet? I am not sure what to think, honestly. Because here's the thing. I heard the rumors shortly around TakeOver Brooklyn 4 that apparently the idea eventually with this whole storyline was for Johnny Gargano to turn heel, reunite with Tommaso Ciampa, and they can go to the main roster as DIY. Which I kind of think that's a good idea, because there is no way you can get either one of those two up to the main roster like without one before the other. There's just no way it could happen. It just wouldn't make sense for the story, in my opinion. So maybe, a heel turn by Johnny Gargano is going to be a way to have, Johnny, feel he has to first defeat, Tommaso Ciampa a different route first, mentally, before physically when they go to the main roster. Of course, the main roster could screw that all up, if you know what I mean. I've also let Triple H just write them for their whole rest of their careers, because you can't ruin how good these guys have been this year. So, and then eventually have Johnny turn on Ciampa, and then have him pretty much get his full comeuppance on Ciampa when the time is right. However, though, here's the reason why I'm not sure if this is going to be a full heel turn for Johnny Gargano, but this could have been planting a seed for somewhat. So I could see Johnny Gargano coming out in the upcoming weeks and saying that, he attacked Aleister Black months ago because he needed Aleister to get out of the way of who he really wanted to get his hands on, Tommaso Ciampa. As of now, Johnny Gargano did not realign with Tommaso Ciampa as of tonight. So this could be just like, because Johnny came back a couple weeks ago, acting like a babyface and saying he knows what he has to do. But I know some people could be saying that could be, Johnny just, covering up his actions and feeling that, he knows how to get there because he knocked an obstacle out of the place in Aleister Black. However, though, again, is this Johnny just going after Black because he's in his way of getting to Ciampa? Or is Johnny secretly aligning himself with Ciampa? And that's where we get the full-fledged heel turn from. So that is why I want to give this one some time. Wait, obviously Johnny, has turned a little more towards the dark side, but I can't quite say because I'm not 100% sure what Johnny's real intentions are. That's why I want to wait, of course, on this one. But if this was a full-fledged heel turn, which it may have been, we turned Dean Ambrose heel 1 week. Roman Reigns gets sick with leukemia. Now Johnny Gargano may be a heel now. What a week in WWE for turns and whatnot. But again, I want to see where the story goes first before I do the turn alert. Is this Johnny Gargano just being just going after Aleister Black because he needs to get through Aleister Black to get to Tommaso Ciampa? Or is this Johnny Gargano going full heel and reuniting DIY? And if that's the case, then Johnny Gargano has become his worst nightmare. Tommaso Ciampa himself. Johnny Gargano, if a heel, has consumed the full identity of Tommaso Ciampa. We got Brett Bullet 101. What's up, Brett? He says, I hope it is a heel turn because Johnny is a way better heel than face. Was he I haven't seen much wrestling outside WWE. Was he ever a heel before he came to WWE? I'm not upset that Johnny's the one. I suspected Johnny to be a possibility for someone to attack it. But again, they need to establish a story. Did Johnny do that because he wanted Tommaso Ciampa to himself? Or is he going to align himself with Tommaso Ciampa down the line? Because that idea I read around SummerSlam of Johnny Gargano turning heel and realigning himself with Tommaso Ciampa with the main roster both at the same time sounds like the perfect way for them to go to the main roster, because they can't go to go up and go to separate brands. Again, one would go up before the other. They stayed single stars right now. And to me, that just wouldn't quite make sense to me, in my opinion. Kevin, this could have been the same case for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Sami Zayn did not get hurt. Kevin Owens went to the main roster while being NXT champion, and he won his first match against John Cena, which I felt was a great move. And then it became okay for him to drop the title and be able to stay on the main roster despite not having the NXT championship anymore. With this, though, it's not the case. What's going to happen? We'll have to wait and see and find out. But all we know, it was revealed that that Johnny Gargano was the one who attacked Aleister Black. What's up, Mark? Mark says, I don't get why Nikki Cross isn't on the main roster yet. As far as being involved in the feud for women's championship run, she's done with that. I do appreciate that they had her in this position where she claimed that she knew something as far as the comedy and whatnot worked. But I agree. I think Nikki's ready for the main roster. What are you guys waiting for? And where the hell is Sanity? Also, when was the last time we've seen Sanity? Their main roster run so far has been disappointing. Very disappointing. I said last night, I'm probably still seeing a feud with the Bar and the Usos after the Bar's done with New Day. But come on, when's Sanity going to get some more TV time? They're not even on the show, for crying out loud. They don't have to be in matches to be qualifying for the tag titles. Build them up. if they're having matches on like a dark match or something like that before a show, then that's not going to cut it. Really, I feel really bad for Sanity. I don't know what the heck is up with them, but yeah, hopefully that happens, and hopefully Nikki Cross will go to main roster and go put with Sanity also, and she won't be rooting on the main roster though. But that's NXT, guys. Again, I will wait to see a little bit longer to see what exactly were Johnny's intentions before I can fully consider this a full-fledged heel turn, or just just a baby face going after another baby face he was in his way or something. We'll see what happens, but with that, guys, I'll give this week's episode of NXT a B+. Very strong B+, almost A-, but that was just a B+, like an 89%. What great review of NXT, thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. And be sure to always click my like and subscribe more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBonnie3. Again, I'm going to try to do maybe another level or two of Halloween Wolf 3D tonight before I go to bed. And then I'm going to try tomorrow because again, tomorrow night I'm doing my special live stream of the week, which is going to be my top 10 female superstars of all time, and a bonus topic, which I'm not going to say yet. I gave a hint in one of my streams tonight. But I'll do that tomorrow. And then again, there's going to be no videos at all over the weekend up until my Evolution review, because again, I'm going to Atlantic City this weekend for my cousin's bachelor party, and I should be back in time to catch Evolution Sunday. Maybe a little bit late, so may not catch it when it directly starts at 7 o'clock, but I will definitely be catching Evolution Sunday. I'll probably review it a little bit later Sunday night. So guys, stay patient with me again. Thanks again. It's been just a busy week for me, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Again, I want to check out my Halloween Wolf 3D videos upload tonight. So I'll try to do at least 2 maps tonight for that. But guys, thanks again to Mark and we got Brett Bullet. And also, I'm at 953 subscribers. I've been a little slow on subscribers lately, guys. So I mean, my goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. But if I don't, it's okay. So we're under 50 now to get to 1,000. So let's keep it going here. And also, if you haven't done so yet, check out my No One Will Survive fan-made music video, and also my Please Sign Robbie endorsement video as well. So guys, I'm checking out. Have a great night, guys. Thanks again to those who tuned in for all 3 live reviews tonight. And again, I'll see you guys all later on. Peace out, everybody.